Testing. Sorry people, we're having some technical issues. Could we please have everybody ready for the march past of the clocks and all of the officials attending this competition this weekend? Shall we start without the music, people? It's actually crossing. Can we have Albury Swimming Club leading it off? Followed by Ballarat GCO. Ballarat Gold. That's it. Let's support them. Ballarat. Bendigo East. Olympic. Some of these clubs may not be here today, but they are participating in this weekend's event. Horsham Swimming Club, Kangaroo Flat, Cardinia International, Kelmore Swimming Club, Lara Swimming Club, Mansfield Swimming Club, Mildura, Maui Amateur Swimming Club, Murray Dowling, Myrtlefoot Amateur, Niagara Bay Swan Hill, Sale, Seymour and District, Shepparton, South Gippsland Bass, Turilgan, Wangaratta Amateur, Wangaratta Stingrays, Warragul, Warrnambool, Britannia, Amber City, Yarrawonga Mulwala, and all of our officials, please, representing the whole of country Victoria and Metro as well. Let's make it a nice loud applause for everybody involved. Let's give our officials a big hand as they go on round. Let them know they're loved.
I missed the
everybody. I would like to now introduce the Mayor of Rural City of Wangaratta, Councillor Dean Rees.
Thanks everybody, and great to be here, and
Thank you for attending the rural city of Wangaratta. Wangaratta is super famous. We're the home of our great bush ranger Ned Kelly. We're also the home of our Premier Dan Andrews. And more importantly, we're the home of the best swimming pool in country Victoria by a long way. So, great job. So ladies and gentlemen, first I'd like to begin by acknowledging our traditional owners, the Bangarang people, and respect the lands and the waters in which we're here today, and pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. I'd also like to make acknowledgement of everybody here. Thank you for coming the big distances that you've come to visit the great city of Wangaratta. On behalf of the rural city of Wangaratta, my fellow councillors extend a warm welcome to swimmers, parents, coaches and the spectators to the 2023 Victorian Long Course Swimming Championships. The rural city of Wangaratta are proud to host this prestigious event here at the Wangaratta Sports and Aquatic Centre. By having the best swimmers, young swimmers in Victoria and southern New South Wales compete in our great city, I hope that it inspires more local swimmers to follow the dreams of champions here today. With our recent multi-million dollar expansion here and another $12 million being spent inside here over the next 6 to 12 months and an $18 million swimming pool, it's great to see it all come to fruition to have such a great event like this. Congratulations to the Ovens and Murray District Swimming Association for hosting this event. Good luck to all swimmers over the next 3 days of competition. May you all enjoy Wangaratta and the great pool that we have, and I hope you get some PBs here today. Thanks very much, and have a great weekend here at the rural city of Wangaratta.
Thank you, Councillor Rees. Now introducing Mr. Hayden Collins, President of Swimming Victoria.
Thanks, Mary, and thank you, Mr. Mayor. We'd just like to ask everyone to be upstanding for the national anthem to start with, please. Thank you. Well, thank you on behalf of the Board of Swimming Victoria. It's great to see so many of you out here ready to race over the next 2 days, acknowledging that we started this morning. Just like to say a big thank you to the City of Rural Wangaratta for having us and this great new facility. I think we can all agree that the blocks, the pool, looks amazing, and I'm looking forward to seeing lots of fast times. We'd also like to say a big thank you to our major sponsors, Funky Trunks and Funkita, and also acknowledge the continued support of Charles Sturt University for the Ovens and Murray district around Wangaratta and other towns. I think we can all agree when we come to these sort of events, it doesn't happen without our technical officials and volunteers, so a big thank you, and I'd like you to join me with a round of applause to start with for those people that have made today possible. The other people that make this possible from a swimmer's perspective are the parents and guardians of all our young people competing this week. So a big thank you for you giving up your weekends to come to swimming pools, particularly where we're in this summer period. So it's great to have lots of you here, and I look forward to having a chat to many of you as we go. Finally, the last thing I'd just like to say, this is my favourite event of the calendar for swimming in Victoria. Always have a great time. And I think by far the most important piece of advice that I've got for swimmers today and tomorrow and Monday is have fun, try and swim your best, and good luck and best wishes for the next couple of days. Thank you very much.
Fantastic, thanks Hayden. Next I'd like to introduce Mr Brendan Shields, President of the Ovens and Murrays District Swimming Association.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, welcome to all the competitors, coaches and family who've travelled to Wangaratta this weekend. The Ovens and Murray District Swimming Association is delighted to be hosting the 2023 Victorian Country Long Course Swimming Championships. We are grateful to the rural city of Wangaratta for helping establish this wonderful new facility. Is this pool good? Okay. We want to thank Swimming Victoria and our major sponsors being Charles Sturt University and Link Cold Storage. Also the rural city of Wangaratta has provided with some funding to assist, and also the Victorian Government's Department of Sports and Recreation has provided funding as well. On a personal level, I would like to thank the organising committee and the dedicated volunteers of the Ovens and Murray District and its affiliated clubs who worked tirelessly to prepare this meet. And a special thank you to the staff of the Wangaratta Sports and Aquatic Centre. They are now part of the rural city of Wangaratta, but they've been very supportive. We hope you enjoy your time in Wangaratta and have some time to see what this region has to offer. Thank you, and I wish everyone the best of luck with your swimming.
Thank you, Brendan. Now, could I please ask Don Orchin to take on the official's oath on behalf of all officials working this weekend?
Thank you, Mary. In the name of all officials, I promise that we will officiate in these championships with complete impartiality, respecting and obeying by the rules which govern them in the true spirit of sportsmanship. Thank you.
And now we have Grace Harmer from Wangaratta Amateur Swimming Club and Matthew Whitehouse from Wodonga City Swimming Club to give the athlete's oath, please.
In the name of all competitors, we promise that we will take part in these championships with respecting and abiding by the rules which govern them, in the true spirit of sportsmanship for the glory of the sport and honour of all teams.
Okay, thank you everybody. Could we please have all officials into their positions, please, and be prepared to start the meet.
Excuse me, all clubs, could I please have all clubs timekeepers in position straight away, please? All timekeepers in position straight away, please. Good afternoon and welcome to the finals of the 2023 Victorian Country Long Course Championships. Your referees in charge this afternoon, Dawn Orchin for the females and Jackie Madden for the males. Your starters are Natalie Johnson for the males and Hillary Voss for the females.
Thank you on that.
Currently in the water we have Event 1, the women's 200 metre breaststroke event. In Lane 1, Ava Candy of Ballarat. Lane 2, Nicole Briscoe of Geelong. Lane 3, Darcy Guthrie, Shepparton. Lane 4, Isabel Ray of Albury Amateur. Lane 5, Lara Judd of Bendigo East. Lane 6, Sophie McKenzie, South Gippsland Bass. Lane 7, Rani Matheson, South Gippsland Bass. And in Lane 8, Sienna Matheson, also of South Gippsland Bass.
Underway here in our open women's 200 breaststroke. Leading through the first 100 as we approach the 100 metre turn is Isabel Ray from Albury Amateur. So Isabel does turn first with Sophie McKenzie and Darcy Guthrie nice and tight in second and third. Also swimming well in lane 5 is Lara Judd as we move into this all-important third 50. So Isabel, our visitor from Albury Amateur, is leading through this third 50. Remaining in second place now is Darcy Guthrie from Shepparton, with a nice tight battle between Lara Judd and Sophie McKenzie in lane 5 and 6.
So Isabel has continued to extend her lead and is now out to about a 7-metre lead. But the battle for the gold medal from Victorian swimmers is nice and tight. A three-way battle between Darcy, Lara and Sophie. Isabel is going to take this out as she comes under the flags and will touch first in a time of 2:36. Very close for second. And from Bendigo East, it is Lara Judd who gets the touch ahead of Darcy Guthrie. And third Victorian will be Sophie McKenzie.
Brendan Shields to the announcing area, please, as soon as possible. Brendan Shields to the announcing area as quickly as possible, please. Introducing the finalists
For event 2, the men's 200 metre breaststroke. In lane 1, Zachary Meakin of Ballarat. Lane 2, Edward Meddings, Ballarat Gold. Lane 3, Ashley Nichols, Terrelgan. Lane 4, Cameron Jordan, Bendigo East. Lane 5, Cameron Rickinney, Geelong. Lane 6, Brandon Wilson, Shepparton. Lane 7, Gabe Watson, Wangaratta Amateur. Lane 8, Dane Schneider, Ballarat Gold.
So our finalists for our men's 200 breaststroke are now behind the blocks. Just getting a little bit of feedback from the starting system, so we'll try third time lucky now. Okay, we're away here in the men's open 200 metre breaststroke. Cameron Jordan from Bendigo East swimming out of lane 4. Will surely be our favourite. Cameron has recently been finalist at the Australian Open Shook Horse Championships. And Cameron does lead through this opening 50. And watch how long Cameron is managing to maintain his strokes as he goes through the first 50 in about a 30-point. Nice and tight for second with a number of the boys all across the pool, right from lane 7 through to lane 0. Or lane 1. Cameron has now extended his lead out to 3 body lengths as we go through the 75 metre mark. So Cameron is really strong on his swimming. Where he has been putting some work on, last time I spoke to him, is through his turns, because he was losing ground to some of his competitors through his turns. So we'll look to see how he goes off this 100 metre turn as he leads through ahead of Cameron Ricciani in second, and in third place over in lane 7 Gabe Watson. So Cameron is continuing to extend his lead, but the battle for the minor places is still nice and tight, with 6 swimmers still battling for second, third and fourth. So Cameron goes through his final turn now. So Cameron Jordan leads from his fellow Cameron in lane 5. With a battle for third nice and tight between Ashley Nichols, Gabe Watson, and Brandon Wilson. So we've got 15 metres to go. Cameron Jordan's maintaining his lead that he has set in the first 75 metres. 3 body lengths ahead of the field. Very tight for second though. So Cameron Jordan comes in, takes it out, and in second place it's going to be all on the wall. And it is Cameron Rachani getting a touch for second. And in third place, Edward Mennings with a strong finish in that last 50.
Introducing the finals for event 3, the girls 13 and under 200 metre individual medley. In lane 1, Isabella Barber of Wodonga City. Lane 2, Arabella Johnson of Geelong. Lane 3, Olivia Holmes of South Gippsland Bass. Lane 4, Sienna Tui, Albury Amateur. Lane 5, Zali Snyders, Geelong. Lane 6, Jessie Steinman, Geelong. Lane 7, Katie Macklin, Seymour and District Amateur. And in Lane 8, Lara Landells of Terrorgan.
So our finalists for event 3, the girls 13 and under 200 metre individual medley. Okay, now we're moving on to our age group finalists. So first of our age group finalists is our 13 and under 200 metre individual medley. So through our opening leg of butterfly, it does look like our fastest qualifier, Sienna Tui, is going to touch first. Alongside her in lane 3 is Olivia Holmes. Those two lead through after the butterfly leg. Also swimming well in lane 5 is Zali Schneiders. And in lane 6, now moving through in this backstroke lesson, is Jessie Steinem. So Jessie Steinem has taken over the lead as we approach the last 15 metres of our backstroke. So Jessie's now in the lead by about a body length and a half over Olivia Holmes as we turn from backstroke into breaststroke, with Zali Schneiders in third. So Jessie started really well in this opening 25 of breaststroke to extend her lead over Olivia Holmes, and now making her way through the middle is Sienna Tui. Jessie Steinem has extended her lead across the field now and is leading by about 3.5 metres as we move into the final 10 metres of our breaststroke. So Jessie touches first at the 150 metre turn. Closing late was Sienna Tui, and those two are going to battle it out in this freestyle leg. Nice and tight for third between Olivia Holmes and Jessie and Zali Schneiders. So Sienna Tui has now moved in front of Jessie Steinem with 15 metres to go. So Sienna Tui is going to be the first to the wall. And Sienna does take this out ahead of Jessie, who is our first Victorian country swimmer. And second Victorian country swimmer was Olivia Holmes, with Zali in third. So Jessie Steinem has broken the Victorian country record that was set back in 2019. So congratulations, Jessie, for a Victorian country record. Victorian country records there from Jessie.
Presenting the medalists for event
1, the women's 200 metre breaststroke event. Third Victorian, representing South Gippsland Bass, Sophie McKenzie. Second Victorian, Darcy Guthrie from Shepparton. And first Victorian in the time of 2:44.06, Lara Judd of Bendigo East. Overall winner, Isabel Ray of Albury Amateur, a visitor from Albury Amateur, in a winning time of 2:36.59. Presenting the medals, Mr. Dean Rees, Mayor of Rural City of Wangaratta. Presenting the medalists for event 2, the men's 200 metre breaststroke event. In third place, Edward Meddings of Ballarat Gold. Second, Cameron McKinney of Geelong. And in first place, in the winning time of 2:24.95, Cameron Jordan of Bendigo East. Again, medals are being presented by Mr. Dean Rees. Introducing the finalists for event 4, the boys 13 and under 200 metre individual medley. In lane 1, Harrison Main of Wodonga City. Lane 2, William Simmons of South Gippsland Bass. Lane 3, Cody Sed of Tarulgan. Lane 4, Brodie Cargill, Tarulgan. Lane 5, Will Law, Ballarat Gold. Lane 6, Jacob Ritchies, Geelong. Lane 7, Bosco Jew, Ballarat. And in lane 8, Lucas Kemp of East Gippsland Water Dragons.
Now it's our boys 13 and under turn in this 200 metre individual medley. Nice even start across the field with Bosco Jew in lane 7, getting it out to an early lead through this opening 25 of Butterfly. With Jacob Ritchies closing in on second. So Bosco Jew continues to lead through this opening 50. Okay, now it's evening up through this opening 25 of Backstroke, and coming through and leading for Traralgon in lane 4 is Brodie Cargill, ahead of William Lowe in lane 5, and a nice and tight between Jacob Ritchie and Bosco Joe for that third spot. So through that opening 100 metre turn, Brodie Cargill from Traralgon leads, just ahead of William Lowe, as we now move into our breaststroke leg. Will Lowe is putting down a fantastic breaststroke swim and has now taken over the lead after the opening 20 metres of breaststroke. Brodie Cargill's holding on to second place, not letting Will get that far ahead. Also putting together a good breaststroke swim in lane 3 is Cody Sade. So Will Lowe has extended his lead out to a body length as we approach the 150 metre turn here with 50 metres to go. Will turn first, ahead of Brodie, Cody in third. So Will has maintained his early leads through this freestyle. That strong breaststroke was really important, but here comes Brody now. Brody's putting a massive effort in to try and reduce the distance, and it is closing down as we've got 15 metres to go. It is going to be neck and neck on this finish. Brody's coming strong. Will be held on, and it is just Will Lowe holding on ahead of Brody Cargill and Cody Say touching the wall in third. What a great race from our 13 and under boys.
Introducing the finalists for Event 5, the women's 50-metre breaststroke multi-class event. In Lane 2, Gemma Cook of South Gippsland Bass. Lane 3, Evie Lee, Geelong. Lane 4, Abby Paulette, Terrelgan. Lane 5, Kayla Wilson, Terrelgan. And Lane 6, Mackenzie Gibbs of Sale.
So we've now moved on to our first 50-metre event of the evening, our women's 50-metre breaststroke multi-class. For those unfamiliar with multi-class events, so there's swimmers of different categories swimming in this event. And so it's not necessarily the first person to the wall that will take out the Victorian country title, because your time is then converted into a point score based on your classification's world record. As a general rule, the higher number of your classification, that probably means you're going to be a faster, more able swimmer. So going to touch the wall first here. In lane 4, from Traralgon, is Abby Paulette. Her teammate, Kayla Wilson, is going to touch second. So those two are the first to touch. But again, we'll find out those results once they've been converted into their point scores and when we get to the medal ceremony. Next into the wall there is Evie Lee. And Mackenzie Gibbs touches now. Does look like that Kayla Wilson, so a nice PB there from those swimmers, a 3 or 4 second PB. And in lane 2, finishing off, is Gemma Cook. And I think Gemma may have also, yes, Gemma swam a 1.5 second PB, so well done, Gemma.
Presenting the medalists for Event 3, the girls 13 and under 200 metre individual medley. Third Victorian, Zali Schneiders of Geelong. Second Victorian, Olivia Holmes, South Gippsland Bass. And first Victorian, Jessie Steinman of Geelong in the winning time of 2:27.46. First overall swimmer, Sienna Tui, representing Albury Amateur in the time of 2:25.32. Medals being presented by Councillor Dean Rees. Presenting the medalists for Event 4, the boys 13 and under 200 metre individual medley. In third place, Cody Said of Terrelgan. Second, Brody Cargill of Terrelgan. And in first place, in the winning time of 2:26.46, Will Law of Ballarat Gold. Introducing the finalists for Event 6, the men's 50-metre breaststroke multiclass event. In Lane 1, Max Chandler of Wangaratta Amateur. Lane 2, Cody Johnston, Naiatu Bay Swan Hill. Lane 3, Lockie Ballion, Tarulgan. Line 4, Ryan McGrain, Geelong. Lane 5, Bradley Doolan, Geelong. Lane 6, Aaron Skinner, Geelong Sharks. Lane 7, Eli Kerr, Warrnambool. Lane 8, Max Bassett, Sale.
We're now moving on to our second 50-metre final of the night, our men's 50-metre breaststroke multi-class. Okay, these boys are away in this 50-metre breaststroke. So a lot of these swimmers are S14 and S15 classification. That's why we're having such a tight race, because as a general rule, that means their target times are going to be quite similar. Looking like going to get the hands on the wall first at this moment is Ryan from Geelong, just ahead of Aaron Skinner from Geelong Sharks. And it is Ryan who's going to get touched first, with a strong finish there from Lockie Bellion to touch the wall in second. With Aaron Skinner in third. Again, a reminder, we'll have to wait for those times to be converted to their point score, and then we'll be able to announce the results once we come to the medal winners. If you want to learn more information about the swimmer classifications, you can check out the Swimming Victoria Swimming Australia website, and they'll have a bit more information.
Introducing the finalists for Event 7, the women's 18 and over 50-metre butterfly. In Lane 1, Bridget Kane of Tarulgan. Lane 2, Lara Judd, Bendigo East. Lane 3, Anna Mattel, Bendigo East. Lane 4, Kylie Crofts, Wodonga City. Lane 5, Isabella Simons, Bendigo East. Lane 6, Janessa Fitzgerald, Ballarat Gold. Lane 7, Kate Van Emery, Bendigo East. Lane 8, Hannah In, East Gippsland Water Dragons.
I think the 18 and over events is another example of why countries is everyone's favourite meet of the year. If you look at the age group, age for these people swimming, we've got 18-year-olds right through to someone who's nearly 40 who just missed the final. We're underway here in the final. Staying under the longest was Isabel Simmons in lane 5. It's a nice tight battle. Does look like Isabel Simmons is leading through the first 25. Just ahead of Kylie Crofts. It will be a battle between those, but Isabel Simmons, who is in Ballarat, Bendigo for uni by my assumption, does take it out just ahead of Kylie. And in third place, we had Janessa Fitzgerald.
Presenting the medalists for Event 5, the women's 50-metre breaststroke multi-class. In third place, Mackenzie Gibbs of Sale. Second, Abby Paulette of Tarulgan. And in first place, Kayla Wilson of Tarulgan. Presenting the medalists for the Event 6, the men's 50 metre breaststroke multiclass. In third place, Lockie Ballion of Taroogan. Second, Brian McGrane of Geelong. And in first place, Bradley Durlan of Geelong. Presenting the medals, Mr Dean Rees, Councillor Dean Rees, Mayor of Wangaratta.
So we've now moved along to our final of our men's 18 and over 50 metre butterfly. Swimming in lane 4 is Callum Holleran-Lavelle. Late last year, so in end of August, he made some semi-finals or B-finals and age group finals at the Australian Short Course Championships. So look for him to put in a good performance. Again, nice, good spread of ages all the way through into our 30s in this final. If you're an eagle-eyed spectator, you'll probably see some swimmers with shirts on that have got countries representative for 10, 15 years on the back of them, because everyone wants to keep coming back to the country champs because of the enjoyment they have out of it. I was just told to ask my announcer how long she'd been doing country champs for.
36 years.
So that's when everyone keeps coming back, and we are very thankful to all our officials, because looking around pool deck, I have been swimming for 25 years, and I noticed some of them from when I started swimming. So there are a few, like just sitting to our right, Heather O'Connor. We're just waiting for our event 8 men's 50 butterfly to start.
Introducing the swimmers in event 8, the men's 18 and over 50 metre butterfly. In lane 1, James Meddings of Ballarat Gold. Lane 2, Joshua White, Taroogan. Lane 3, Joshua Senior, South Gippsland Bass. Lane 4, Callum Halloran-Lavelle of Warrigal. Lane 5, Sebastian Christie Crane, Warrnambool. Lane 6, Andrew Rice, South Gippsland Bass. Lane 7, Caden Gill, South Gippsland Bass. And Lane 8, Dylan Muir, South Gippsland Bass.
There's definitely a full heat of swimmers who have done a lot of things. You know, Andrew Rice and Caden Gill both swum at a very high level before. I know we were talking about Callum's recent performances. So we'll see who can take this 50 metre butterfly out. It was our experienced campaigners in Andrew Rice and Caden Gill who got the best of the starts. Working his way through in the middle is Callum Halloran-Lavelle. And Callum does look like he's taken over the lead as we approach the final 10 metres. Callum is just ahead and will take this out if he can land on a full stroke, just ahead of Andrew Rice. And getting the touch for third in lane 5 was Sebastian Christie Crane.
Introducing the finalists for event 9, the girls 16-17 100 metre butterfly. In lane 1, Vida Haynes of Bendigo East. Lane 2, Stephanie Moran of Shepparton. Lane 3, Abby J. Warner of Taroogan. Lane 4, Molly Cargill, Taroogan. Lane 5, Nicole Briscoe, Geelong. Lane 6, Isabella Canty, Geelong Sharks. Lane 7, Erica Shaw, Shepparton. And lane 8, Molly Dennis of Warrigal.
Our girls, 16, 17-year-olds, are away in their 100-metre butterfly final. Nice even start across the field. Possibly in the lead in lane 1 is Vita Haynes. I will admit our vantage point from the commentary does make it a little bit hard to judge as they get further away from the finish of the pool who is leading. It does look now like Molly Cargill has taken over the lead, turning first with Abby J. Warner. So the two Traralgon teammates turn 1 and 2. Molly's putting a really good third 25 to extend her lead. Now coming through in lane 5 is Nicole Briscoe. So Nicole has moved into second. Molly's maintaining her lead of 3/4 of body length as we move into the last 15 metres. So it will be Molly who's going to take this heat out, and the final of this girls 16-1700 butterfly. Ahead of Nicole and touching in third is Abby J. Warner.
Presenting the medalists for Event 7, the women's 18 and over 50-metre butterfly. In third place, Jalessa Fitzgerald of Ballarat Gold. Second, Kylie Cross of Wodonga City. And in first place, in the winning time, a new event record of 28.68, to be verified, Isabella Simons of Bendigo East. Presenting the medalists for the Event 8, the men's 18 and over 50-metre butterfly. In third place, Sebastian Christie Crane of Warrnambool. Second, Andrew Rice of South Gippsland Bass. And in first place, in the winning time of 25.78, Callum Halloran Lavelle of Warrnambool. Introducing the finalists. For Event 10, the boys 16-17 100-metre butterfly. In lane 1, Josh Dwyer of Traralgon. Lane 2, Cameron Rickinney of Geelong. Lane 3, Ashley Nichols of Traralgon. Lane 4, Joshua Wilkinson of Geelong. Lane 5, Cooper Sutherland, Ballarat Gold. Lane 6, Edward Meddings, Ballarat Gold. Lane 7, Jet Bird, Kangaroo Flat. And in lane 8, Lachlan Rees, Hamilton Olympic.
So we're now getting to the stage where some of our swimmers are backing up from earlier in the afternoon's final session. Okay, we're underway here for the boys 16-17 100-metre butterfly. Nice start in the middle there from Cooper Sutherland. Got the best of the starts as we move through this opening 25. Joshua Wilkinson has now moved up alongside Cooper as those two look to lead through this opening 50. So those two do turn first in 27 threes. Also swimming well from Ballarat Gold, Edward Meddings. And coming really strongly in this second 50 is Ashley Nichols. So Ashley Nichols is swimming the fastest second 50, but will he be able to close the gap as we last 10 metres? Still holding on is Joshua Wilkinson, and Joshua Wilkinson will take this out. Ahead of Cooper Sutherland in third place. It was Edward Meddings, and Ashley finished in fourth. All four of those boys under the minute.
Introducing the finalists for event 11, the women's 400 metre freestyle event. In lane 1, Bettina Ambrose of Ballarat. Lane 2, Kayla Pratt, Traralgon. Lane 3, Zoe Jennings, Geelong. Lane 4, Brooke Briscoe, Geelong. Lane 5, Nicole Briscoe, Geelong. Lane 6, Zoe Dowler, Traralgon. Lane 7, Zali Snyders of Geelong. And in lane 8, Madison Boyd of South Gippsland Bass.
Thank you on that.
Okay. We're underway here in our 400 freestyle. A couple of sisters together in the middle of the pool, and they will probably be our favourites, the Briscoe sisters, with Brooke in lane 4 and Nicole in lane 5. It is younger sister Brooke who does lead through the first 50 metres. So Brooke will lead through this opening 100. Ahead of her sister in Nicole, with Zoe Dowler in third. And then the battle for fourth is nice and tight between the rest of the field. So Brooke has continued to extend her lead in this second 100 as she approaches the 150 metre mark. Turning second is Nicole Briscoe with Zoe Dowler in third. So while Brooke has cleared out from the rest of the field, second through eighth in this heat are all very close still. So it's a nice race as we approach the halfway mark of this women's open 400 freestyle. So Brooke turns first in 2:14.9. Still maintaining second is Nicole, ahead of Zoe, and swimming really well down here in lane 1 is Benita. So the gaps between second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh and eighth are starting to open up in this all-important third 100. So Brooke continues to lead through the 250 metre mark, ahead of her sister, and this time moving into third place in lane 7 is Zali Schneider. So really strong third 100 from Zali Schneider, and she's looking like she's clearly moved into third now and is about to challenge Nicole for that second place. So Brooke is heading towards the 300 metre turn and turns first through the 300 and the 3:27. Brooke had an entry time of a 4:34. And now moving into second place is Charlie Schneider, ahead of Nicole Briscoe. So it is a Geelong Swimming Club 1, 2, 3 at the moment through the 300 metre mark. And it does look like it is going to be a Geelong clean sweep at the podium here. Brooke is about to turn into her final 50. A really strong second 200. Zali hasn't let Brooke get any further away and is now clearly in second, ahead of Nicole Briscoe. So Brooke Briscoe swimming really strongly, and he's going to take the women's open 400 freestyle out. With 15 metres to go. Zali Schneider over there is putting a fantastic swim together and is looking at an absolutely huge PB. So Brooke does take it out. In second place, Zali Schneider's, and in third, Brooke Briscoe for our first clean sweep of the country championships. But a huge PB there from Zali Schneider's, who took off nearly 10 seconds from her entry time.
Presenting the medalists for event 9, the girls 16-17 metre butterfly. In third place, Abby J. Warner of Taroogan. Second, Nicole Briscoe of Geelong. And in first place, in the winning time of 1:04.65, Molly Cargill of Taroogan. Presenting the medals for event 10, the boys 16-17 metre butterfly. In third place, Ashley Nichols of Taroogan. Second, Cooper Sutherland of Ballarat Gold. And in first place, in the winning time of 58.78, Joshua Wilkinson of Geelong. Introducing the finalists for event 12, the men's 400 metre freestyle. In lane 1, Cooper Sutherland of Ballarat Gold. Lane 2, Joshua Wilkinson of Geelong. Lane 3, Zachary Meakin of Ballarat. Lane 4, Josh Dwyer of Taroogan. Lane 5, Cameron McKinney of Geelong. Lane 6, Jack Simpson of Geelong. Lane 7, Ashley Nichols of Taroogan. And in lane 8, Darcy Williams of Ballarat.
Okay, now we've moved on to our men's version of this 400 freestyle. So Josh Dwyer had our fastest seed time at a 4:15.74, and he's leading through this first 50 metres and turns first in a time of 29.1. So similar to how it played out in the women's 400 freestyle. We have a clear leader in Josh, but then the rest of the field are nice and tightly bunched through this opening stages of the race. So Josh Dwyer leads through the first 100. Turning second, actually getting up for first, will be Cooper Sutherland in lane 1. And Joshua Wilkins in lane 2. So this side of the pool leads through this first 100. So Cooper Sutherland looks like he's extended his lead slightly through this opening stages of the second 200. So Cooper looks like he's continuing to lead ahead of Joshua Wilkinson and Josh Dwyer as we approach the 150-metre turns. So Cooper had an entry time of 4:31. Based on how he started, he'll be looking to knock some time off that. Now moving into the lead is Joshua Wilkinson in lane 2. And has moved out to about a body length lead over the rest of the field, which are tightly bunched between 2nd and 6th. So Joshua Wilkinson does lead through here in a 2:09.6 ahead of Cameron and Josh. So now we move again into this all-important third 100. This is the spot where you have to really put the pressure on and try and increase your speed to maintain your speed. You'll start to really hurt in the third 100 or 400s, but to be able to maintain your speed, you almost need to feel like you're increasing it. Swimming really well out there in lane 8 is Darcy Williams. And he's put himself into contention for one of the minor places. But it still continues to lead in lane 2 from Geelong, Joshua Wilkinson, as we move past the 275-metre mark and approach the 300-metre turn. Also making a move in this third 100 as Cameron Ricciani. And Cameron is now almost drawn up alongside his teammate as we turn at the 300-metre mark. It will be Joshua Wilkinson who does continue to hold that lead nice and tight as we move into this last 100. So Joshua Wilkinson holds the lead slightly over Cameron Ricciani, with now in third place Zachary Meakin. Okay, through the 350-metre turn, we've had another change of leads. And it is Cameron who has taken over from his teammate as we move into our final 50 of this 400 freestyle. Cameron's really brought the legs in this last 100, especially in this last 50. He's got a strong 6-8 beat kick going as he comes down with 15 metres to go. Also swimming really strongly in this last 100 is Zachary Meakin, and he's going to challenge Joshua Wilkinson for second, but taking it out is Cameron. Cameron takes it out, and tight battle for second. On the wall, it is Joshua Wilkinson who did get the touch for second, ahead of Zachary Meakin in third.
Introducing the finalists for event 13, the girls 11 and under 50 metre backstroke. In lane 1, Eliza Cooling of Tarooga. Lane 2, Alexandra Luby of Wangaratta Stingrays. Lane 3, Arabella Johnson of Geelong. Lane 4, Astrid Buchanan of Ballarat. Lane 5, Corey Swarzak of Tarooga. Lane 6, Amelia Law of Ballarat Gold. Lane 7, Kiara Delaney of Wodonga City. And Lane 8, Ada Sia of Ballarat.
Okay, we now moved on to our 11 and under, our youngest age group, in their 50-metre backstroke final. Nice high stroke rate from all our swimmers here. In lane 4, it does look like Astrid Buchanan has a slight lead in the pool and outside pool, it's really important that you try and maintain a nice straight line, straight up and down the middle. Trying to look at the lane rope at the corner of your eye. Asher doing a fantastic job, and is going to take this one out from Chloe, and a tight for third with Arabella claiming third.
Introducing the finalists for event 14, the boys 11 and under 50 metre backstroke. In lane 1, Alexander Dobie of Kangaroo Flat. Lane 2, Cooper Scott, Wodonga City. Lane 3, Archie Smith, South Gippsland Bass. Lane 4, Rex Rocklesby, South Gippsland Bass. Lane 5, Kepler Schneiders of Geelong. Lane 6, George Kitson of Geelong. Lane 7, Finn Melville, Seymour and District Amateur. And in lane 8, Harry Curl of Tarragona.
Okay, so now our 11-year-old boys are battling, and under boys are battling their way through. Okay, does look like Kepler Schneiders has a slight lead over Rex Brooksley as we come under the flags, and it is Kepler who takes it out ahead of Rex, and in third place it was Archie.
Presenting the medalists for event 11, the women's 400 metre freestyle. In third place, Nicole Briscoe of Geelong. Second, Zali Sniders of Geelong. And to complete the trifecta, Brooke Briscoe of Geelong in the winning time of 4:39.76. Presenting the medalists for event 12, the men's 400 metre freestyle. In third place, Zachary Meakin of Ballarat. Second, Joshua Wilkinson of Geelong. And in first place, in the winning time of 4:19.48, Cameron McKinney of Geelong. Presenting the medals for event 13, the girls 11 and under 50 metre backstroke. In third place, Arabella Johnson of Geelong. Second, Chloe Swarrow of Tarragona. And in first place, in the winning time of 35.28, Astrid Buchanan of Ballarat. Introducing the finalists for event 15, the girls 14-1500 metre breaststroke. In lane 1, Scarlett Tavassi of Sale. Lane 2, India Payleg of Gisborne Thunder. Lane 3, Ava Candy of Ballarat. Lane 4, Isabel Ray of Albury Amateur. Lane 5, Zoe Schneider of Ballarat Gold. Lane 6, Rani Matheson, South Gippsland Bass. Lane 7, Sarah Povili of Geelong. And lane 8, Isla Ho of Ballarat Gold.
Thank you on that.
Okay, we're underway here with our girls 1500 breaststroke. This is a stacked field. A lot of these swimmers have been in Victorian state finals over the last couple of years. So through this opening 25, it is our visitor, Isabel Ray from Albury Amateur, who does appear to be leading. Also swimming really well is Zoe Schneider. Zoe Schneider is going to touch first at the 50 in 34.92. Both those girls out under 35 seconds. I promised you it was going to be quick, and they are out very fast. Zoe continues to lead as we approach the 75-metre mark. Those two are clear of the rest of the field, but a nice battle for third between Ava Candy and Rani Matheson. So with 15 metres to go, it's stroke for stroke now as Isabel Ray has moved up alongside Zoe Schneider with 5 metres to go. Anyone can win. It's all about stroke on the wall, and Isabel Ray just gets her hands on the wall ahead of Zoe Schneider, who is the Victorian country champion, with Rani Matheson and Ava Candy rounding out the podium.
Introducing the finalists for event 16, the boys 1500 metre breaststroke. In lane 1, William Blackwood of Warragul. Lane 2, Angel Haywood of Wodonga City. Lane 3, Zachary Shearer of South Gippsland Bass. Lane 4, Oliver Kingston, Seymour and District Amateur. Lane 5, Jonathan Leong, Geelong. Lane 6, Tom Urquhart, Horsham. Lane 7, Luke Gallagher, Ballarat GCO. And in lane 8, Aidan McGee of Geelong.
So our boys are now away for their 100-metre breaststroke Victorian Country Championship in our 14 to 15-year-old age group. Getting a really strong start, Oliver Kingston in lane 4 from Seymour and District Amateur Swimming Club. Up alongside him is Jonathan Leong in lane 5 from Geelong. Those two boys have cleared out a little bit from the rest of the field as we approach our 50-metre turn. Oliver's doing a really good job of coming over the top of his stroke while still managing to keep that stroke nice and long. Those two boys turn nice and close at the 50-metre turn. First up is Jonathan. Oliver staying underwater just a little bit longer off that split stroke. Jonathan has moved into the lead through the 75-metre mark, and coming strong in lane 6 is Tom Urquhart. Tom Urquhart is challenging for third now as Jonathan Leong has cleared out and is now 2 body lengths clear as with 5 metres to go. So Jonathan Leong takes it out ahead of Oliver Kingston and Tom Urquhart in third. It's a nice tight battle for the remaining places. Again, some really nice swims there from the boys, taking 3 or 4 seconds off from their morning swims.
Presenting the medalists for event 14, the boys 11 and under 50 metre backstroke. In third place, Archie Smith of South Gippsland Bass. Second, Brett Brocklesby of South Gippsland Bass. And winner of the gold medal in the winning time of 35.19, Capua Snyders of Geelong. Presenting the medals, Mr. Hayden Collins, President of Swimming Victoria. Introducing the finals for event 17, the girls' 12-year-old 100-metre freestyle. In lane 1, Lily Wheeler of Sale. Lane 2, Emily McMillan of Echuca. Lane 3, Hannah Buchanan of Ballarat. Lane 4, Phoebe Belkin of Terorgan. Lane 5, Azia Fong-Sutton of Bendigo East. Lane 6, Gypsy Quay, South Gippsland Bass. Lane 7, Allura Boyd of Horsham. And Lane 8, Sienna Hunt of South Gippsland Bass.
So our 12-year-old girls underway here in the final of 100-metre freestyle at our Victorian Country Championships. Nice strong start in lane 3 from Hannah Brookman. So Hannah continues to lead through this opening 50, as well as Phoebe Balcon in lane 4 from Traralgon and Azir Fong-Sutton. Those three lead through this first 50, nice and tight with less than a second between the three of them. Okay, now it does look like Azira Fong-Sutton has moved into the lead with 25 metres to go. Phoebe Balcom's not letting her get away though, and those two are going to have a great battle in this last 15 metres to take out a Victorian Country Championship. And it's a really strong finish here from Phoebe. She's going to take this out and touches the wall first, ahead of Azir, and in third place, Hannah.
Presenting the medals for event 15, the girls 14-15 100-metre breaststroke. In third Victorian was Ava Candy of Ballarat. Second Victorian, Rani Matheson of South Gippsland Bass. And first Victorian in the winning time of 1:14.64 was Zoe Schneider of Ballarat Gold. First overall and visitor from Albury Amateur is Isabel Ray in the winning time of 1:14.29. Medals being presented by Mr. Hayden Collins. Introducing the finalists for event 18, the boys 12-year-old 100-metre freestyle. In lane 1, Max Altieri of Terorgan. Lane 2, Thomas Byrne of Kangaroo Flat. Lane 3, Sebastian Mansfield of Bendigo East. Lane 4, Jacob Richies of Geelong. Lane 5, Fraser Nagel of Yarrawonga Morwala. Lane 6, Archer Marsland of Terorgan. Lane 7, McConnell Malone of Seymour and District Amateur. And Lane 8, James Z, Nara Tubay, Swan Hill.
Our 12-year-old boys are up and away in their 100 freestyle final. And in lane 4, it is Jacob Riches who leads from Geelong. And he's extended out to about a 3/4 body length lead over this opening 25. So it's really important these boys work in and out of the turn. So trying to come in with as much speed, strong push off that wall, work those underwater dolphins and coming up with speed. Jacob has done a fantastic job of that and has extended his lead out to about a body length now, ahead of Fraser Nagel, who's in lane 5, and swimming well in a battle for third are Thomas Bryan and Sebastian Mansfield in lane 2 and 3. But it is all Jacob Riches from Geelong, and he's going to take this out as he comes under the flags and keeps his head down all the way into the wall. Really strong finish there. Takes that with Fraser Nagel in second, and the battle for third does go to Thomas Bryan from Kangaroo Flats in lane 2. Another example of a number of those boys knocking 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds off their times from prelims this morning. Fantastic effort, boys.
Presenting the medalists for event 16, the boys 14-1500 metre breaststroke. In third place, Tom Urquhart of Horsham. Second, Oliver Kingston of Seymour and District Amateur. And in first place, in the winning time of 1:09.94, Jonathan Leong of Geelong. Medals being presented by Mr. Hayden Collins, President of Swimming Victoria. Presenting the medals for the girls' 12-year-old 100 metre freestyle event. In third place, Hannah Buchanan of Ballarat. Second, Azia Fong Sutton of Bendigo East. And in first place, and winner of the gold medal in a winning time of 1:04.74, Phoebe Belcom of Tarraugan. Introducing the finalists for event 19, the women's 18 and over 50 metre backstroke. In lane 1, Lara Judd of Bendigo East. Lane 2, Marza Hummel of Tarraugan. Lane 3, Janessa Fitzgerald of Ballarat Gold. Lane 4, Isabella Simons of Bendigo East. Lane 5, Courtney Ford of Tarraugan. Lane 6, Zoe Jennings of Geelong. Lane 7, Kylie Crofts of Wodonga City. And lane 8, Bridget Kane of Tarraugan.
Okay, we're underway here in the women's 18 and over 50 metre backstroke. Again, nice spread of ages, including from our famous Ford swimming family in Tarraugan with Courtney in lane 5. But it does look like Isabella Simons is going to take out her second race of the evening. Isabel continues to lead just ahead of Janessa. Those two are going to go 1-2. And Courtney Ford is going to hold on for third.
Introducing the finalists for event 20, the men's 18 and over 50 metre backstroke. In lane 1, Matthew Jenkins of Tarraugan. Lane 2, Dylan Muir, South Gippsland Bass. Lane 3, Andrew Rice, South Gippsland Bass. Lane 4, Callum Halloran Lavelle of Warragul. Lane 5, Connor O'Neill of Tarugum. Lane 6, Sebastian Christie Crane of Warrnambool. Lane 7, Caden Gill of South Gippsland Bass. And Lane 8, Henry Lee of Wangaratta Amateur.
Okay, our 18-year-old boys are in the water now, or 18-year-old men. And it does look like Sebastian Christie Crane got the best of the starts, but it's really tight across the field here as we have 5 metres to swim, and Callum Halloran is going to touch out Sebastian Christie Crane for the 1-2 finish. And in third place, Connor O'Neill. Some quick swims by those boys. 27 points for our first 4.
Presenting the medalists for event 18, the boys 12-year-old 100 metre freestyle. In third place, Tom Spurn of Kangaroo Flat. Second and winner of the silver medal, Fraser Nagel of Yarrawonga. And in first place and winner of the gold medal, Jacob Ritchies of Geelong, in the new event record time of 59.98. Medals being presented by Mr. Hayden Collins. Introducing the finalists for the women's 50 metre butterfly multi-class. In lane 2, Evie Lee of Geelong. Lane 3, Kayla Wilson of Tarugum. Lane 4, Sarah Howe of Ballarat Gold. Lane 5, Abby Paulette of Tarugum. Lane 6, Olivia Miller of Geelong. And lane 7, Madeline Fox of Geelong.
So we're underway here in event 21, the women's 50 metre butterfly multi-class. All our multi-class events are being sponsored by the Personnel Group, and they are giving our medal winners a little few extra gifts. So make sure you go check out the Personnel Group website at personnelgroup.com.au for some more information on them. Again, a reminder, it's not necessarily the first swimmer who touches the wall who will take this out, but it is Abby who touches just ahead of Sarah. It's all about comparing their times to their classifications world record, and that being converted into a point score, and then the highest point score wins. Another one of our Geelong swimmers coming in there with Madeline Fox swimming a couple second PB.
For event 19, the women's 18 and over 50 metre backstroke event. In third place, Courtney Ford of Tarugum. Second, Janessa Fitzgerald of Ballarat Gold. And in first place, winner of the gold medal, Isabella Simons of Bendigo East, in the winning time of 30.96. Presenting the medalists for event 20, the men's 18 and over 50 metre backstroke. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, Connor O'Neill of Terrelgood. Second, winner of the silver medal, Sebastian Christie Crane of Warrnambool. And in first place, winner of the gold medal in the winning time of 27.16, Callum Halloran Lavelle of Warrnambool. Medals being presented by Mr. Hayden Collins. Introducing the finalists of event 22, the men's 50 metre butterfly multi-class. In lane 1, Ryan McGreen of Geelong. Lane 2, Aaron Skinner of Geelong Sharks. Lane 3, Bradley Durlin of Geelong. Lane 4, Dominic Hogarth of Hamilton Olympic. Lane 5, Finn Ginley of Warrnambool. Lane 6, Cody Johnston of Nyatubay Swan Hill. Lane 7, Lockie Ballion of Terrelgood. And lane 8, Eli Kerr of Warrnambool.
So a reminder, as our men enter the water, all our multi-class events this weekend are being sponsored by the Personnel Group. So make sure you go check out their website, personnelgroup.com.au. They're also giving a little bit of a prize pack out to our swimmers who medal in these events. Swimming really well in lane 4 is Dominic Hogarth, and he's going to battle to be first to the wall with Finn Ginley. Those two are coming into the wall and will be touching first and second. Very tight for third to touch the wall between our swimmers in lane 1, 2 and 3. And Eli Kerr from Warrnambool, an 11-year-old, touches the wall in another PB. Every time I seem to be on the mic, Eli seems to be swimming PB, so congratulations, Eli.
Introducing the finalists for event 23, the girls' 13-year-old 100 metre freestyle. In lane 1, Katie Macklin of Seymour and District Amateur. Lane 2, Isabel Harbour, Wodonga City. Lane 3, Jessie Steinman, Geelong. Lane 4, Sienna Tui, Albury Amateur. Lane 5, Sally Snyders of Geelong. Lane 6, Olivia Holmes of South Gippsland Bass. Lane 7, Bettina Ambrose of Ballarat. And lane 8, Lara Landers of Terrelgood.
Now it's our 13-year-old girls' turn in the 100 metre freestyle.
Thank you on that.
Nice start in lane 1 from Katie Macklin. Moving through now in lane 3 and 4 is Jessie Steinem and Sienna Tui, with Zali Schneider. So the middle of the pool has now started to place themselves at the head of the field as we approach the 50 metre turn. And turning first is Sienna Tui, our visitor from Albury Amateur. Now, really important third 25. Who's got the best come off the wall, the best work those underwaters and extended their stroke, keeping it nice and long and powerful through this third 25. It does look like Sienna Tui has extended her lead out to 3/4 of the body length. Coming really strong, though, is Olivia Holmes. So Sienna Tui touches the wall first, but Olivia Holmes is the Victorian country champion, with also in the medal winners Zali Schneider and Jessie Steinem.
Presenting the medalists for event 21, the women's 50-metre multi-class butterfly event, sponsored by the Personnel Group. In third place, a winner of the bronze medal, Abby Paulette of Tarralgon. Second, and winner of the silver medal, Sarah Haar of Ballarat Gold. And winner of the gold medal in the winning time of 40.96, Kayla Wilson of Tarralgon. Medals are being presented by Mr. Harry Bussell, Deputy Mayor of the rural city of Wangaratta. Presenting the medalists of event 22, the men's 50-metre butterfly multi-class, again sponsored by the Personnel Group. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, Ben Ginley of Warrnambool. Second and winner of the silver medal, Dominic Hoggard of Hamilton Olympic. And in first place and winner of the gold medal, Bradley Durlin of Geelong, in the winning time of 37.39. Introducing the finalists for event 24, the boys 13-year-old 100-metre freestyle. In lane 1, Angus Adlam of Bendigo East. Lane 2, Cody Sedd of Tarralgon. Lane 3, Harrison Main of Wodonga City. Lane 4, Bosco Dew of Ballarat. Lane 5, William Simmons of South Gippsland Bass. Lane 6, Will Law of Ballarat Gold. Lane 7, Miller Stott, Ballarat Gold. And lane 8, Maximilian Rocklesby of South Gippsland Bass.
Great to hear the crowd support building as we go through this evening's final session. It's always been one of the best things that people have said about country champs, the support from your teammates and your training partners for all your efforts. Starting strongly here, Bosco Dew in lane 4 from Ballarat Swimming Club. And Bosco leads through the opening 35 metres. So Bosco is going to really work in through this turn to try and capitalise on that early speeds as he turns first. Just ahead of William Simmons from South Gippsland Bass. So Bosco Dew's out by about a half a body length, swimming really well in this second 50 is William Lowe. We know he's put together a really good turned at IM William. Coming strongly as well is Miller Stott in lane 7. It's a nice battle here, but it is beating Bosco Dew, who's going to hold on to take this out in a time of 59.76, ahead of William Simmons and Will Lowe.
Introducing the finalists for event 25, the women's 200-metre butterfly. In lane 1, Stephanie Moran of Cheverton. Lane 2, Sarah Steinman of Geelong. Lane 3, Molly Cargill of Tarralgon. Lane 4, Nicole Briscoe of Geelong. Lane 5, Bridget Kane of Tarralgon. Lane 6, Zoe Jennings of Geelong. Lane 7, Isla Ho of Ballarat Gold. And lane 8, Jessie Steinman of Geelong.
Thank you, Mark.
So underway here in one of our tougher events on the program, the women's 200 butterfly. So starting well are both Molly Cargill and Nicole Briscoe in lane 3 and 4 respectively, and those two are going to lead through this opening 50. It is Molly who leads through ahead of Nicole. So in our 200s, it's really important that we make sure we establish that nice early speed in that first 50, but trying to feel nice and relaxed. In this second 50, you want to maintain that speed, building into this third 50, so building into the turn at the 100-metre mark, and then we really look like we have to feel like we're going maximum effort in this third 50. Okay, now it is swapped over at the 100-metre mark, with Nicole and Molly still neck and neck. Molly getting the better of the turns, just to pop up ahead again as we move into this third 50. In third place in lane 5 is Bridget Kane, also from Traralgon, but looks like Molly and Nicole are going to have a battle down this third 50. Molly's doing a fantastic job at keeping that tempo up and making sure her hips are staying up nice and high in the water. And Molly does look like she's started to extend her lead as we approach the 150-metre turn. As we go into the 150-metre turn, no, it is Nicole this time who touches first. Okay, again, better of the turns. That time was probably Molly, but Nicole maintaining that lead. Also swimming really well out in lane 8 now is Jessie Steinem. Jessie's probably challenging for second, with Nicole Briscoe holding on for first, but Jessie Steinem's coming really, really strongly and has moved into second place now. So Jessie's finishing super strongly. It's going to be really close on the wall. As we go into the touch, they go into their last stroke together, and it is Nicole who holds on just ahead of Jessie, with Bridget Kane in third. Fantastic swim by our girls there in the women's open 200-metre butterfly.
Presenting the medalists for event 23, the girls' 13-year-old 100-metre freestyle. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, Sally Snyders of Geelong. Second Victorian, I apologise, sorry. Third Victorian, Jessie Steinman of Geelong. Second Victorian and winner of the silver medal, Sally Snyders. And first Victorian winner of the gold medal, Olivia Holmes of South Gippsland Bass, in the winning time of 1:01.33. And first visitor from Albury Amateur, Sienna Tui, in a time of 1:00.51. Presenting the medals for event 24, the boys' 13-year-old 100-metre freestyle. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, Will Law of Ballarat Gold. In second place and winner of the silver medal, Will Simons of South Gippsland Bass. And in first place, winner of the gold medal in the winning time of 59.67, Bosco Dew of Ballarat. Medals being presented by Mr. Harry Bussell, Deputy Mayor of the Rural City of Wangaratta. Introducing the finalists for event 26, the men's 200-metre butterfly. In lane 1, Cooper Quaith of South Gippsland Bass. Lane 2, Jackson Clerks of Warrigal. Lane 3, Jack Simpson of Geelong. Lane 4, Joshua Wilkinson of Geelong. Lane 5, Josh Dwyer of Taroogan. Lane 6, Zachary Meakin of Ballarat. Lane 7, Cooper Sutherland of Ballarat Gold. And in Lane 8, Ashley Nichols of Taroogan.
So a number of these swimmers onto their second or third swim of the evening. Choosing the tuna butterfly to do that is a tough event. As we make their way through the opening 25 metres, it looks like Jackson Clerks in lane 2 is off to a nice start, and he might lead through this opening 50. And he does in a 28.75. Followed by Joshua Wilkinson. So now it's really important that you try and maintain this tempo in this 200 to keep that speed up, really work on keeping your hips up nice and high, keep that tempo going. All our boys in this field, or some of them aren't boys anymore, are doing a really good job at maintaining that tempo, keeping that rhythm going, and try and be positive and aggressive in your butterfly. You're not trying to survive it, you're trying to really attack it, be light and fast. So it's still Jackson Clerks who leads from Joshua Wilkinson, with Cooper Sutherland in lane 7 in third. So nice spread across the pool here. So Jackson Clerks has gone out nice and strongly. He's got an entry time here of 2:24. Let's see if he can maintain this speed in this second 100 and post a big PB. Joshua Wilkinson from Geelong putting together a good performance in lane 4 and has not let Jackson extend his lead through this third 50.
Please take note. Tomorrow, event 55, the women's 400 individual medley.
As we move into the final 50, now here comes Joshua Wilkinson. Joshua is finishing really, really strongly as Jackson starts to feel that piano falling on his back. But he's still holding on for second place. But Joshua Wilkinson has come through and is going to take this men's open 200-metre butterfly Victorian Country Championship title out as he comes under the flags and into the wall, takes it out. In battle for second is now really nice and tight, and Cooper Sutherland just catches the touch ahead of Josh Dwyer. With our early leader still posting a PB, but Jackson doing it the hard way to knock off a second off his PB. But I really like that positive, aggressive attitude that he showed in the first 150.
Introducing the finalists for the event 27, the girls 14-1500 metre backstroke. In lane 1, Jade King of Warrnambool. Lane 2, Sarah Steinman of Geelong. Lane 3, Brooke Briscoe of Geelong. Lane 4, Olivia Bailey of Taroogan. Lane 5, Kira Shaw of Shepparton. Lane 6, Sarah Proverly of Geelong. Lane 7, Madison Vivian of Taroogan. And lane 8, Zoe Schneider of Ballarat Gold.
Thank you on that.
So we're underway here for our girls for 14-1500 metre backstroke. Getting out to a nice fast start with a good tempo as Olivia Bailey in lane 4. Olivia's doing a fantastic job of keeping that tempo up nice and high and to swim straight down the middle of the lane. But it is a real challenge to make sure you stay in that centre of your lane in backstroke. Because if you do collide into the lane rope, not only does it hurt a little bit, but you lose all your momentum. So Olivia Bailey does lead through this first 50 from Brooke Biscoe and Kiera Shaw. Continues to lead Olivia Bailey with 15 metres to go, keeping that tempo up nice and high, still swimming down the centre of her lane as she approaches the flags, and is going to take the Victorian Country title out ahead of Kiera, with Brooke in third.
Presenting the medalists for event 25, the women's 200 metre butterfly. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, Bridget Kane of Terrelgan. Second and winner of the silver medal, Jessie Steinman of Geelong. And in first place and winner of the gold medal, Nicole Briscoe of Geelong, in the winning time of 2:31.74. Presenting medals for event 26, the men's 200 metre butterfly. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, Cooper Sutherland of Ballarat Gold. Second and winner of the silver medal, Josh Dwyer of Terrelgan. And in first place and winner of the gold medal, Joshua Wilkinson of Geelong, in the winning time of 2:15.69. Medals being presented by Mr. Harry Russell. Introducing the finalists for event 28, the boys 14-1500 metre backstroke. In lane 1, Tom Urquhart of Busham. Lane 2, Moston Lumsden of South Gippsland Bass. Lane 3, Jack Lanyon of Ballarat Gold. Lane 4, Henry Allen of Bendigo East. Lane 5, Cody Bird of Kangaroo Flat. Lane 6, Jude Silver Smith of Warrnambool. Lane 7, Alec O'Brien of Geelong. And lane 8, Darcy Connell of Terrelgan.
Volume from the supporters just keeps getting louder as we go along through this evening. So our 14, 15-year-old boys are underway in their final of this 100 metre backstroke event. Swimming very strongly in lane 3 and 4, Jack Lanen and Henry Allen. And it is Henry Allen who leads. So Henry Allen leads at the 75 metre mark. Moving into second now in a nice tight battle with Jack Lanen is Cody Bird. Jack Allen starting to get stuck on the lane rope in this last 10 metres, but he's managed to hold his line nice and straight and takes this title out ahead of Jack Lanen and Cody Bird in third. Henry looked pretty pleased with the time there, 1:00.41. A nice 3-second improvement, 3.5-second improvement from this morning's heat time.
Presenting the medalists for event 25, the women's 200-metre butterfly. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, Bridget Kane of Terugin. Second and winner of the silver medal, Jessie Steinman of Geelong. And in first place in the winning time of 2:31.74, Nicole Briscoe of Geelong. Presenting the medals for event 26, the men's 200-metre butterfly. In third place, Cooper Sutherland of Ballarat Gold. Second, and winner of the silver medal, Josh Dwyer of Terugin. And in first place, winner of the gold medal, Joshua Wilkinson of Geelong, in a time of 2:15.69. Presenting the medals for event 27, the girls 14-1500 metre backstroke. Third and winner of the bronze medal, Kira Shaw of Shepparton. Second and winner of the silver medal, Brooke Briscoe of Geelong. And in first place, winner of the gold medal, Olivia Bailey of Terugin, in the winning time of 1:07.47.
Medals being presented by Mr. Harry Russell.
Thank you on that.
Currently in the water, we have Heat 1 of event 29, the girls 12 and under 4x50 freestyle relay. In lane 3, we have Seymour District Amateur, represented by Ava Gordon, Ren Malone, Koa Parker and Amelia Baker. In lane 4, we have Wangaratta Stingrays. Swimmers are Arabella Chapman, Macy Palmer, Stephanie Parsons and Alexander Luby. And in lane 5, we have Bendigo Hawks Aquatic, representative Charlotte Nicole, Lucy Pascoe, Morgan Westbrook and Evie Webb.
So with our relay events, these are all timed finals. So we have multiple heats. We have 3 heats for our 12 and under girls in the 4x50 freestyle. Nice and tight through this opening 2 legs. At the 100-metre mark, in lane 5, the Bendigo Hawks have a slight lead over the Wangaratta Stingrays, with Seymour and District not far behind. And Seymour and District probably had the best of the changeovers, and they're now just starting to challenge for the lead in this heat. The Bendigo Hawks still continues to lead by about 2 body lengths. Okay, in for the final changeover. The Bendigo Hawks still lead, with Seymour and District now in second and Wangaratta Stingrays in third. So Bendigo Hawks continue to lead in this opening heat, but coming strongly is Seymour and District. With 5 metres to go, they're neck and neck, and Seymour and District have just snuck ahead and will take this opening heat out in a 2:23.46. So with our time finals, that's time set by Seymour and District. is now the time to beat, 2:23.46, as Heat 2 now hit the water.
Currently we have Heat 2 of event 29 in the water. In lane 1 we have the Lara Swimming Club, represented by Isabella and Valicido, Ava Caruana, Chloe Fairweather and Matilda Norman. In lane 2 we have Ballarat Gold, represented by Ella Williams, Sophia Beaton, Mia Riddle and Amelia Lau. In lane 3 we have Warrigal, represented by Jade Smorenberg, Indy Joyner, Taylor Watson, Holly Bannister. In lane 4 we have Wangaratta Amateur. Swimmers are Taya Dixon, Ingrid Bretty, Madison Craven and Mackenzie Lawford. In lane 5 we have Sail. The swimmers are Lily Wheeler, Miley Lowe, Adelaide Ripper, Ellie Brown. Lane 6 is the Shepparton Swimming Club with Tora Pomeroy, Ellie Robinson, Isla Shaw, Alexis Telford. And in lane 7 we have Ballarat Gold, represented by Taylor Costello, Lily McCormick, Grace Cofield and Eva Robertson.
Okay, past the halfway stage of this second heat, with Wangaratta, one of our home clubs. Looks like they're in the lead as we approach the final changeover. So Wangaratta did dive into the water first. Also swimming well, Ballarat Gold in lane 2. So Wangaratta and Ballarat Gold neck and neck in this heat. Wangaratta has been passed now by Ballarat Gold in the last 15 metres, and Ballarat Gold is going to take out this second heat in a time of 2:17.35. So Ballarat Gold has now moved into the hot seat after 2 heats, with our fastest heat, Heat 3, lining up behind the blocks now. So that time of 2:17.35 is the time to beat. Okay, so Heat 3 is now on the blocks.
Thank you on that.
Currently in the water we have Heat 3 of event 29, the girls 12 and under 4x50 freestyle relay. In lane 1 we have Terrelgan B. The swimmers are Miller Said, Chloe Rawson, Isabella Heath and Elise Pratt. Lane 2 we have South Gippsland Bass, represented by Rebecca Barclay, Maggie Fisher, Isabel Coroato and Taya Matheson. In lane 3 we have South Gippsland Bass A, represented by Holly Hurst, Gypsy Quaid, Sienna Hunt and Harper McRae. Lane 4 is Terrelgan A. Swimmers are Sienna Vivian, Phoebe Belcom, Chloe Skorek, Mackenzie Hornstra. In lane 5 we have Geelong A, represented by Chelsea Ronnie, Arabella Johnson, Scarlett Gilmore and Sierra Lucas. In lane 6 we have Ballarat. Swimmers are Astrid Buchanan, Ada Z, Ainsley Justin, Hannah Buchanan. Lane 7 is Wodonga City. Swimmers are Maeve Beef, Kira Delaney, Cecilia Payton and Alexis Delaney. And in lane 8 is Geelong B, represented by Abby Smith, Abby O'Meara, Charlotte Hawley and Raina Snides.
So Terrelgan leads into the final 25 here. They were our early leaders and they've maintained that lead. South Gippsland Bass A just ahead of Geelong A in that battle for second and third in this heat, but Geelong swimming really strong in this last leg. Traralgon touches first, and on that last stroke, South Gippsland Bass A holds on ahead of Geelong. Traralgon's time was not coming up at the moment, but I believe it was faster than the previous heats. So I think those were our three fastest teams coming from our third of our heats in their girls 12 and under 4x50 freestyle relay.
Presenting the medalists for event 28, the boys 14-1500 metre backstroke event. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, Cody Bird of Kangaroo Flat. Second and winner of the silver medal, Jack Lanyon of Ballarat Gold. And in first place and winner of the gold medal in a new event record time, Henry Ellen of Bendigo East in a winning time of 1:00.41.
So we're now moving on to event 30, the boys 12 and under 4x50 metre freestyle relay. We have two heats. On the blocks is heat 1.
We have two infraction reports. We have an infraction report for event 29, heat 1, lane 5.
So a reminder, our relays are timed finals. So these three teams will be looking to post a time that will be then challenged by our swimmers in our second heat.
In event 29, heat 2, lane 1, the team was disqualified when the second swimmer left.
So
the box
leading
before
through
first
the opening
swimmer
leg in this
touched.
first heat is Ballarat Gold,
Event 29, heat 2,
ahead of
lane
East
1.
Gippsland Water Dragons, and with Traralgon in third. Very even through this second leg of this opening heat, with all three of these teams neck and neck. And now moving into the lead is East Gippsland Water Dragons in lane 4. They've now pulled out to about a body length and a half lead as we approach the second to third swimmer changeover, with Traralgon in B team in second and Ballarat Gold A in third. East Gippsland Water Dragons have now extended their lead, but now coming up into second place is Ballarat Gold A team, overtaking Traralgon during this third leg. So East Gippsland Water Dragons continue to lead this opening heat, with Ballarat Gold in second and Traralgon B in third. So we're coming up to the last final 5 metres of this opening heat, and it will be East Gippsland Water Dragons taking this opening heat out in a time of 2:19.52, ahead of Ballarat Gold, with Traralgon BT in team in third. We'll now move along to our second heat. Now move on to our second heat of our boys 12 and under 4x50 metre freestyle relay.
Currently in the water, we have heat 2 of event 30, the boys 12 and under 4x50 freestyle relay. In lane 1, we have Royal A, the swimmers are Sean Brody, Logan Gibson, Hugo Pankhurst and Fergus Hay. In lane 2 we have Wodonga City. The swimmers are Jason Delho, Cooper Scott, Sebastian Wilson and Hunter Swabby. In lane 3 we have South Australian Pass, represented by breaststroke, Mason Wiggins, Steve and Noel Taylor. Lane 4 is Geelong, represented by Kevin Schneider, Howard Khan, Danny Wilkie and Jacob Richards. Lane 5 we have Chiruku, Stuart Terry Hurd, Thomas Prentis and Archie Martin. In lane 6 we have Rory Lewis, Susan Jackson Maxwell, Jeremy, in lane 7 we have Henry represented by Oscar, Alexander, Owen Barnes, Thomas Hemera, and in lane 8 we have John B. The swimmers are George Gibson, Caleb Key, Joe Condon, and Sebastian Chambers.
So as we approach the final changeover, Geelong Swimming Club A team is in the lead, followed by Traralgon A. So the time to beat from the opening heat was a 2:19.54. And Geelong Swimming Club are going to be well and truly under that 2:19, so they look like they're going to take the title out. Obviously, we'll have to wait for confirmation on all our relay changeovers from our officials. But Geelong taken out first to the wall, with Traralgon in second, and a close battle for third, with Yarrawonga Mwela coming in for third. So we're moving along now to here, event 31, the women's 7-inch and over 4x50 metre medley relay. We have 2 heats. And the water is heat 1.
Currently in the water we have heat 1 of event 31, the women's 17 and over 4x50 metre relay. In lane 3 we have Warragul, represented by Katrina Bannister, May Cannon, Chelsea Spencer and April Nichols. In lane 4 we have Shepton, represented by Anna Cassie, Darcy Guthrie, Claire Quilton and Anna Ruby. At lane 5 we have Warrnambool A, represented by Georgia Turner, Michaela Bond, Mimi Jenkins and Shelby Rastidi.
Some very focused athletes on the blocks, not smiling and giggling with people who are yelling out at them. So in this opening heat, it is Warrnambool who is leading, just ahead of Shepparton. with Warrigal only half a stroke behind. So at the end of the breaststroke leg, it's nice and even as our butterflies all enter the water. Nice underwater work from all three swimmers in our butterfly leg as we threw the first 25 metres of our butterfly, and Shepparton is now out to 3/4 of body length lead over Warrnambool with Warrigal in third. So Shepparton has extended their lead out to 2 body lengths into the freestyle changeover. It is Shepparton ahead of Warrnambool with Warrigal in third. So Shepparton Swimming Club still maintains the lead here with Warrnambool in second, but it will be Shepparton who takes out this opening heat of the women's 17 and over 4x50 metre medley in a time of 4:2:14:17. Warrnambool in second and Warrigal in third. So 2:14:17 by Shepparton is our time to beat. Our second heat is behind the blocks.
Currently in the water we have heat 2 of event 31, the women's 17 and over 4x50 metre relay. In lane 2 we have Geelong, represented by Zoe Jennings, Nicole Briscoe, Chanel Sinsick and Emma Hockey. In lane 3 we have Tarragona A, represented by Molly Harville, Zoe Dowler, Bridget Kane and Abby J. Warner. Lane 4 we have Bendigo East, representatives are Isabella Simons, Lara Judd, Anna Mattel and Lisa Haynes. Lane 5 we have Backstroke Gold, represented by Jessica Moore, Anna Swanton, Jessica Fitzgerald and Eloise Rule. In lane 6 we have South Africa's Van Bass, the swimmers are Alison Boyd, Sophie Mackenzie and Indy Trinity King. And in lane 7 we have Tarragona B, represented by Courtney Ford, Eliza Watts, Martha Hummel and Samantha.
So through the opening 100 metres is Tarragona A leading just ahead of Bendigo East A. Really strong changeover by Bendigo East has brought them up alongside Tarragona and slightly into the lead through 25 metres of our butterfly leg. Tarragona and Bendigo East are going stroke for stroke, with Ballarat Gold in third as we approach our butterfly to freestyle final change. Touching the wall first was Bendigo East, just ahead of Tarragona. So Bendigo East does continue to lead, with Tarragona in second, but coming really, really strongly in lane 5 is Ballarat Gold. Tarragona has now moved into the lead with 7 metres to go, just ahead of Bendigo East, and Ballarat Gold finishing strongly, but it is Tarragona who takes it out in a time of 2:06:82.
We have an infraction report for event 31.
With
Heat 1,
Bendigo East in second and Ballarat Gold in third.
Surfaces the water at or before the 15-metre mark after the start. That's event 31, heat 1, lane 4.
Presenting the medals for event 29, the girls 12 under 4x50 freestyle relay. In third place and winner of the bronze medal is Geelong A, represented by Chelsea Romey, Arabella Johnson, Scarlett Gilmore and Sienna Lucas. In second place And winner of the silver medal is the South Gippsland Bass team, represented by Holly Hurst, Gypsy Quaid, Sienna Hunt and Harper McRae. And in first place, and winner of the gold medal is Terrogan in the winning time of 2:04.51. The swimmers were Sienna Vivian, Phoebe Belcom, Chloe Swerk and Mackenzie Hornstra.
Medals are being presented by Mr. Harry Bussell of Wangaratta. Presenting the medals for event 30, the boys 12 and under 4x50 freestyle relay. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, Whaler, represented by Jackson Blackstead, Fletcher Davies, Alex Hawke and Fraser Nagel. Winners of the silver medal and in second place was Gerald, represented by Max Altieri, Harry Curl, Thomas Prendergast and Archie Glasgow. And in first place and winner of the gold medal in the winning time of 2:03.29 was Geelong, represented by Kevin Snyder, Tom McMahon, Daniel Wilkie and Jacob Ritchie.
So we're moving now along to event 32, the men's 17 and over 4x50 metre medley relay. So we're underway here in the opening heat. So Geelong Swimming Club leads this opening heat through the backstroke leg. So Geelong and Shepparton lead in this opening heat. And Geelong has now moved out to a body length and a half lead over Shepparton through this breaststroke leg.
Currently in the water we have
Heat 1 of event 32, the men's 17 and over 4x50 medley relay. In lane 3 we have Ballarat, represented by Zachary Meakin, Baden Roy, Jonas Hart, Dosie Williams. In lane 4 we have Shepparton. The swimmers are Oliver Guthrie, Brandon Wilson, Josh Church and Tate Peterson. And in lane 5 we have Geelong, represented by Cameron McKinney, Kai Lumsden, Jack Simsick and Nathan Drury.
So it's still a nice tight battle between Shepparton and Ballarat in this opening heat. Shepparton and Geelong in this opening heat. Shepparton is finishing strongest in the freestyle leg and are going to take this opening heat out in a time of 1:58.85. Ahead of Geelong with Ballarat in third. Behind the blocks we have heat 2. A reminder, all our finals for our relays are time finals. So we compare the times between all our heats to work out our medal winners and final placings. It's fantastic to see representing Warrnambool, Michael Polka and Jack Polka. So they're the twins who are now 34, bookending this relay.
Currently in the water we have Heat 2 of event 32, the men's 17 and over 4x50 medley relay. In lane 2 we have Ballarat Gold. Swimmers are James Medding, Joshua Storr, Dane Schneider, Josh Stott. In gate 3 we have Warrigal. Swimmers are Helen Lavelle, Jeremiah Brown, Jackson Curse and Ryan Rickett. In gate 4 we have Terrogan A. Swimmers are Connor O'Neill, Cameron Dewar, Joshua White, Matthew Jenkins. In gate 5 we have South Gippsland Bass, represented by Hayden Barnes, Joshua Senior, Dylan Muir and Hayden Gill. In gate 6, the swimmers Josh Lyle, William Pendergast, John Bailey and Ryan Archibald. In lane 7 we have Water A. The swimmers are Michael Walker, William Elliott, Sebastian Christie-Crane and Jack Walker.
So it is Traralgon who lead the way here as we come to the concluding stages of our butterfly leg. The Polkas, who are swimming for Warrnambool, they multiple Victorian age champions. I believe they won some medals at nationals through their age group years, if my memory serves me right. They were always much faster than me when I was racing them. Caden for South Gippsland Bass is trying to close down on Traralgon, but it will be Traralgon who takes this out, followed by South Gippsland Bass and Warrigal in third. Traralgon's time there was a 1:49.14.
Presenting the medals for event 31, the women's 17 and over 4x50 medley relay. In third place and winner of the bronze medal is Ballarat Gold. The swimmers were Emerson Wood, Anna Swanton, Janessa Fitzgerald and Eloise Willis. In second place and winner of the silver medal, Bendigo East, represented by Isabella Simmons, Lara Judd, Anna Mattel and Vivian Haynes. And in first place, winner of the gold medal in the winning time of 2:06.82 was Traralgon, represented by Molly Cardle, Zoe Dowler, Bridget Kane and Abby J. Warner.
So we're now moving on to event 33, the girls 16 and under 4x50 metre freestyle relay. We have 3 heats. Nice and busy. underway here in Heat 1 with Wangaratta Stingrays in lane 1, Wangaratta Amateur A lane 2, Warrnambool B lane 3, Yarrawonga Mulwala lane 4, South Gippsland Bass B5, East Gippsland Water Dragons A lane 6, and Bendigo Hawks Aquatic in lane 7.
Lane 2, we have Wangaratta Amateur. Swimmers are Ellen Colson, Jasmine Waite, Jemima Kazini, and Taya Jackson.
So Yarrawonga Mulwala is leading in this opening heat. Also swimming well in lane 2 is Wangaratta Amateur. As we come towards the final 15 metres of the second swimmer, with our third swimmers on the blocks ready for their changeovers. Yarrawonga Mulwala leads at the changeover between our second and third swimmer from Wangaratta, with Warrnambool B team in third. So Yarrawonga Mulwala continue to lead. Warrnambool is making a move now, coming up alongside Wangaratta in that battle for second and third. So Yarrawonga Mulwala still maintain their leads as we approach the third to fourth swimmer changeovers here in this opening heat. So it is first into the water Yarrawonga Mulwala, followed by Warrnambool B team, then Wangaratta in third. So Yarrawonga Mulwala continue to lead with 25 metres to go. They've got that 3/4 of body length lead over Warrnambool. The crowd's getting nice and loud as we approach the final 15 metres. Warrnambool B team is closing the distance down, neck and neck underneath the flags. And Yarrawonga Mulwala just hold on ahead of Warrnambool B team. So Yarrawonga Mulwala's time of a 2:04.91. 2:04.91. So that is the time to beat after this opening heat. In the water now is Heat 2. Ballarat Gold B in 1. Warrnambool A lane 2. Geelong Sharks lane 3. Ballarat A lane 4. Sale A lane 5. Gisborne Thunder A lane 6. Warrnambool B lane 7. And South Gippsland Bass A lane 8. So leading through the opening exchange is Sale and in lane 5 and Warrnambool in lane 7. Really good changeover in lane 6 from Gisborne Thunder has brought them back up, and also swimming well in lane 2 is Warrnambool A. So line across the pool almost as we approach the 100-metre exchange between our second and third swimmer. And leading is Gisborne Thunder, just ahead of South Gippsland Bass. So now making their move back through the field again is Sale in lane 5. So Sale has retaken the lead just ahead of Gisborne Thunder, with Warrnambool in third place. So our final swimmers are on the block, watching their third swimmer swim in as we approach our last changeovers. And it is Sale who enter the water first for the last exchange. So Sale has now cleared out and lead by a body length and a half. The battle for second nice and tight between Gisborne Thunder and Warrnambool over the far side of the pool, and Warrnambool over in lane 2. So Sale take this second heat out in a time right around that 2-minute mark. So just breaking the 2-minute mark in 1:59.64. So they move into the hot seats with Gisborne Thunder in second and Warrnambool in third. In the water now is our third and final heat. Lane 1, Warrigal A. Lane 2, Bendigo East A. Lane 3, Shepparton A. Lane 4, Geelong Swimming Club A. Lane 5, Traralgon A. Lane 6, Ballarat Gold A. Lane 7, Geelong Swimming Club B. And Lane 8, Traralgon B. So again, 1:59.6 is the time to beat set by Sale in the preceding heat. Touching the wall first after the opening leg. Geelong and Traralgon A teams in lane 4 and 5 respectively. Geelong maintains a slight lead over Traralgon halfway through this second leg. Swimming well in lane 2 is Bendigo East, and they're in third place as we approach the halfway mark of this third heat. So Geelong will go through that second to third exchange ahead of Traralgon, with Bendigo East in third. So Geelong maintain their lead as they surface over Traralgon, but Traralgon's putting a really good swim in here and have moved up alongside Geelong. So Geelong and Traralgon going neck and neck as we approach our final exchange. So going into our final exchange, it is Traralgon who have now taken over the lead just ahead of Geelong, with Shepparton now moving into third. Geelong has now retaken the lead on the opening 25 of our final leg. Just a half an arm length ahead of Traralgon with 15 metres to go. Geelong slightly leads, but here comes Traralgon. Neck and neck, flag under the flags we go. It's all about the touch, and it is, from my eyes, Traralgon who got the touch. We'll have to wait for the scoreboard to catch up. And yes, it was Traralgon in first, Geelong second, and Shepparton third.
Presenting the medals.
Event 32, the men's 17 and over 4x50 medley relay. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, Warrigal, represented by Callum Lavelle, Jeremiah Brown, Jackson Clerks and Riley Griffin. In second place and winner of the silver medal was South Gippsland Bass, represented by Hayden Barnes, Joshua Senior, Dylan Muir and Hayden Gill. And in first place and winner of the gold medal in the winning time of 1:49.14 was Traralgon, represented by Connor O'Neill, Cameron Dewar, Joshua White and Matthew Jenkins.
We're now moving on to event 34, the boys 16 and under 4x50 metre freestyle relay. We have 3 heats in the water. Is heat 1. In lane 3, Ballarat Swimming Club A. Lane 4, Shepparton B. And lane 5, Traralgon B.
In lane 3 we have Ballarat A, represented by Riley James, Miles Curley, Ivan Dew and Bosco Dew. Lane 4 we have Shepparton B.
So reminder, you now realise these are timed finals. So the times for the 4 heats that we have listed in this boys 16 and under 4x50 freestyle relay will be compared against each other, with the overall fastest 3 teams being our medal winners. In this opening heat, it is Traralgon B team who has a slight lead over Shepparton Swimming Club. While we're underway here in this opening heat, perfect time to mention that Swimming Australia is inviting all our boys aged between 10 to 15 and our girls between 10 to 14 athlete development, so make sure you come and check that out. You get your weight and height measurements done, and it sort of tracks you over time. So I strongly encourage all those athletes to come and participate in that program during the heat sessions. It's all free to participate in that as we move on to our final medal presentation of the evening.
Presenting the medals for event 36, the men's 4x100 medley relay. In third place and winner of the bronze medal was Ballarat Gold. The swimmers were Jack Lanyon, Edward Meddings, James Meddings and Cooper Sutherland. In second place and winner of the silver medal was Cherokee, represented by Connor O'Neill, Ashley Nichols, Josh Dwyer and Matthew Jenkins. And in first place and winner of the gold medal in the winning time of 4:02.23 was South Gippsland Bass. Swimmers were Andrew Rice, Joshua Senior, Cooper Quaid and Caden Gill.
Medals are being presented by Karina Kerr, Cancer Manager at Charles Sturt University. That concludes our event today. Well done to all competitors, well done to all families and coaches.
So that was a fantastic first night of action here at the Victorian Country Long Course Championships. We look forward to you guys joining us tomorrow morning for day 2 heats. But for now, goodbye.
That event 55 will be a straight final. There will be no heats in event 55 tomorrow morning. It will be a straight final. relay teams to the presentation area. Presented by Anthony Ryan, Joshua Senior, Kevin Wade, and